everybody? It's your boy C Sam's and this is That Comic Shop. So Comic-Con is basically pretty much over and most of the big news has already dropped. DC and Marvel has dropped some jewels and we are going to get right into it. The first thing we're actually going to look at, we're going to look at DC. DC has a lot to work on and a lot to prove based on the last movies that we saw. Justice League didn't do so good, Wonder Woman was a great success, BVS was just heartbreaking, and Man of Steel was, well, Man of Steel. Oh yeah, Suicide Squad. Forgot about Suicide Squad, but most people did. Anyway, we are going to look at these brand new trailers that just dropped for DC. I think DC is actually on the right track. I think that they're going to be moving in a better direction now that they've decided to kind of stick to what the comic books is all about and what people like to see. So the first trailer that we're going to look at and break down is going to be Aquaman. So let's take a look.
My father was a lighthouse keeper. My mother was a queen. But life has a way of bringing people together.
We could unite our worlds one day.
Check it out. Arthur is talking to the fish.
They made me what I am. Permission to come aboard.
I've been looking for you. Your half-brother, King Orm, is about to declare war upon the surface world. The only way to stop this war is for you to take your rightful place as king.
Trust me, I am no king.
You do your best thinking when you're not thinking at all.
That was the worst pep talk ever.
Might want to strap in. Welcome home.
My brother has come from the surface to challenge me for the throne.
I call it an ass whooping. I'm no leader. I came because I have no choice. I came to save my home and the people that I love.
You think you're unworthy to lead because you're of two different worlds. But that is exactly why you are worthy.
That was awesome.
The war is coming to the surface, and I'm bringing the wrath of the seven seas with me.
We're here.
What are you doing?
She never parachute.
Redheads! You gotta love them.
Jason Momoa is actually playing the role as Aquaman or Arthur Curry. We actually see him for the first time in BVS. We see him in a press kit. We see a videotape of him, not actually him in the movie, which I thought was a bad move by DC, but you know, water under the bridge, it happened already. The next time we see Aquaman is in Justice League. We see the character portrayed in Justice League. Now, he wasn't the traditional sense of Aquaman, which I thought was pretty cool. I think a man looking like Jason Momoa will be a perfect example of an Aquaman. When he started to talk though, that's when it started to go a little downhill for me. I didn't like his character, I didn't like how he talked, I didn't like how his mannerisms were, and it looks like we're going to get a lot more of that in this movie. However, we actually see underground, in the water, Atlantis for the first time. And I think Jason Wan did a great job portraying Atlantis. Now, this is just a trailer and we're not actually seeing the movie, so we don't know how it's going to look in the movie. But right now, I love how we see things. We see all of the characters from before. We see we see him as the acting king of Atlantis or whatever. We see a lot of the other characters from Atlantis in this. There's a fight scene that we see also where they're fighting. You see the sonic booms and everything inside of the ocean. I think that's brilliant, to be honest with you. I don't really know where the story is going to go. I mean, the premise is pretty on point. It's a pretty natural premise. They're going to wage war against the land dwellers, and he's getting all the seven seas together to do this fight, and Arthur Curry has to step in and resume the role as king because technically he is the rightful heir to the throne. since he's the firstborn. I mean, it makes all the sense in the world to me. It makes sense how they're going to go about it. But again, we have to see it for ourselves DC has a really good track record of giving us great trailers but awful movies, at least in my opinion and the opinion of other people. It'll be very interesting to see where they go with this, and I can't wait to actually see this movie now. Before I was very hesitant, but now it looks like that we're going to be getting a good movie. But we're going to wait till the second trailer. Usually the second trailer craps the bed for the movie for DC. But hopefully they learn from their mistakes and they're going to go on a better track. I think they're on a good road when it comes to this movie. So it's going to be interesting to see how this movie plays out. It's going to be very interesting to see how Black Mamba plays a good role in this movie. I love how he looks. He looks like the character. So they nailed the characters. Let's see if they can nail the movie. And let's see if they can make some box office history and make some good strides towards where they're trying to go. Once again, this is your boy Sam's, and this is That Comic Show, and this was the review for that Comic-Con trailer for Aquaman. Like, share, subscribe. Check you out next time. Sam's out.
Like, share, and subscribe. Click that notification button so you can know when we drop new stuff.